So this is the new saddle that we see. It looks like the city installed it because the city sewer is also new. As I pull it back, you'll see that this pipe is clay, and it looks new until about right there. So this section that we see, I'm guessing, was repaired either by a previous owner or by the city.
How did they put clay, though?
That's the material that is will not break down in time. The only thing that breaks it is natural causes, such as earthquakes or roots or anything. But when it comes to natural soil, which is clay, there's no rust, there's no buildup. It could stay very good for a very long time. And that's what this is also. This is clay here, and as you can see, as I pull it back, the way they used to connect it was with cement in a hub, and that's what you see there. It's just a little bit of cement. Hi, how are you? And that's original to the pipe, meaning there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't look like it's roots or anything. What, that's poop.
Oh, okay.
But that right there is cement from when they installed it. It's been there since the day they installed it. It'll be there probably forever. So the line going out into the street is clay. As I'm pulling it back, I'm looking at it for the first time. It does look to be in good working condition. It's something that might be good for a very long time, but it is original to the house. I always recommend, if you were to do any work on the pipe near the sidewalk, replacing the pipe from the house to the sidewalk, I would recommend to epoxy line it just because it's cheaper to do it while the hole is open and you have the pipe exposed than to come and do it at a later date. Once the driveway's done, it does improve the quality of the pipe. It puts an extra layer in there like a water slide. As you can see, there are some roots there.
What is the difference between epoxy lining it, and I know sometimes you just put another pipe in the clay pipe?
So epoxy line is a way to line a pipe using one hole, meaning if you dig one pothole, access the pipe, you can then work from that pothole and put a lining inside of the pipe, almost like putting a sock on your arm and pushing it through, and then it clings to the walls, and that allows you to use one hole. A pipe bursting method is a lot less expensive. The material is a little better, so I do see some roots in this line. Nothing terrible, but it has been compromised. So in time there could be issues. And another one there. Doing a trenchless pipe bursting method, you would need two holes, one on either side of the pipe. So because the pipe is under the street, it's really expensive to dig that second hole in the street. So epoxy lining would be something we would do from your property line into the street by using only one hole. If we can dig two holes, it's less expensive and it is a better quality pipe because you're putting in a brand new thick plastic pipe instead of just lining an existing pipe. Linings are very good, they're very expensive, but pipe burst would be my first option if possible. So here you could see this is what's called the 4x6, where a 4-inch pipe connects to a 6-inch clay pipe. This is the section I was talking about, which is probably near your sidewalk and property line. This is where the pipe increases in size and then goes into the city property, and that's when they want clay. So this pipe here is also original to the house, but as you can see, it is closing up, and it is at the end of its life because it's so porous and rough and bulgy. This is cast iron. Cast iron is in working order, meaning there's no water that's settled. There's no I don't see any breaks or cracks or separations, but this is a 100-year-old pipe, and eventually this will fail. But right now it's in working order, but as you can see, any paper products, anything that's not biodegradable will get hung up on this pipe and cause a stoppage in time as a dam builds. So this pipe runs from the sidewalk to the cleanout that I'm standing out now. And this pipe I would recommend to do what's called a trenchless pull, and that's dig a hole down near the sidewalk where this 4x6 is, and also re-dig up this cleanout and pull a new, break out this pipe, expand this pipe with a arrowhead machine that kind of breaks it and then it feeds a new piece of pipe in its place. So you would have a new, brand new thick plastic pipe from here to the sidewalk, and then if we epoxy lined it from the sidewalk to the street, that would make the line new again. The only thing that I am unaware of is, right now I'm going from a clean out that is near the gate. The pipe that runs from the house to this is probably the same material.
Absolutely.
So we would need to find out where that is and start from the house to the sidewalk, not start from here to the sidewalk. So the pothole might be somewhere else.
Yeah, I think there's one over there.
Yeah. So that would be something that we would need to look at to get a better idea if you're interested in fixing this. Right now we're just getting a look to see the quality. See right here, I'm 8 feet away from my camera. I'm about 3 feet deep, so about 5 feet away. This pipe has been changed to ABS, and that's the pipe I'm working with right now. This right here, this Y, it looks like, see there's a side? That's something's tying into it, meaning it could be the back house, if you know what I mean, where the back house ties in, or it could be where plumbing from the house ties in.
I think that's more the case, because, yeah.
So, luckily, timing perfect. I just heard somebody flush the toilet. So we're going to see where the water comes from, which is actually right there. That is amazing timing. So this is the plumbing from the house that ties into this pipe. And as we... I'm trying...
My son just
yeah, it was perfect.
Even flushed.
Tell me about it. I've got kids. So this looks like, it doesn't look like it's a combi, which is a T for the house in the back. So they might have done one of two things. They might have not reconnected that pipe because they thought maybe it wasn't used, or it's tied in somewhere else in the line. More camera work from the back house would determine that, if that line is usable or not. We would run a camera from there and find out how far it goes, and then somehow tie it in and see the depth to see if it's even doable.
And how much time, you'll send me the approximate cost, but how much